less lazy? Because this doesn't sound like a lazy person, what you're describing. And I'm like, but am I picking my words carefully to deceive you? Because then you won't look at me as lazy. Because that's also a thing. I would hate that.
Jack, so here's the key thing. This is going to be hard, okay? So,
Yeah.
by the way, you're doing fantastic. We are sort of at the barrier of like some very abstract, weird mental stuff that's hard to pin down.
Cool.
So I want you to think about your thought just now. I'm going to ask you a question that I'm 99% sure you're not going to be able to answer, but I want you to just try anyway. Where does that thought come from? Where's the origin of that? Oh, this sounds real, but what if I'm just lazy and I'm tricking this guy to seem like it's okay that I'm doing this, but I'm just lazy? Like, where is that thought coming from?
So one thing that makes me feel better is, like you said earlier, when people tell me, like that, you right now are almost an external factor that's telling me I'm doing enough. Almost like right now, that's what you're kind of fulfilling, and that makes me feel better. But what I can do as a person who can, because ultimately you only know what I tell you. So what I can do is manipulate my words cleverly enough to make you believe I'm doing enough, because then you tell me I'm doing enough and I can relax. It's like in school, right? I did this a couple of times in school where I genuinely was like, it's like, hey, did you do that homework? No, I didn't get time. I'll do it tomorrow. Really, I just forgot. But I'm making them look like I wasn't being lazy about it. I'm making them feel like I'm giving them some excuse that seems a bit more reasonable. And people pass that judgment. You know, blah, blah, blah. You don't, whatever. And I think I'm losing my train of thought here, so I'm going to try and get myself back on it.
You just keep going.
It's like, that comes from the part of me that is like scared that what I'm doing is so when you turn around and it's like, you're not lazy, blah, blah, blah. There's a part of me that's like doubting that and going, no, he's not lying to you. Like, I don't think you're lying to me. But what I think is that I have manipulated what I've said in a way to make you say that because that's what I wanted to hear. And therefore, I'm still actually lazy. I've just made you affirm me so I feel better. And there's a fear of that happening. And that's, I think, where I don't know if necessarily that answers the question is where does that thought come from, but that explains the process.
Very good. So, I don't know if you've noticed this, Jack, but I have not told you that I think you're doing enough. Have you noticed that?
No, you've not said those words exactly.
Yeah, why don't you think I've said those? I know.
I don't know. No, I can tell you why you haven't said that.
What would you feel if I told you, Jack, I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think you are doing enough. What would happen?
That's great. That's great. That's great. And then there's a little part of me that goes, we're having this discussion. Naturally, of course, we're going to say that.
So
but
this is what's happening, right? So if I say, Jack, I think you're young. Give yourself time. You'll get there. Have some faith in yourself. How would you respond to that? Forgive my sarcastic tone. I can say it genuinely.
No. But like, I'd be like, it's nice, and it